What's up, guys, and welcome back for another video. So this is going to be a relatively short video, but in today's video I want to talk about Apple. It's going to be some Apple news, something that I just seen from my friend Aloha Android, Tito from Aloha Android. I'm going to have his channel linked down in the description. Shouts out to him for touching on this topic. So I want to touch on it too. It's going to be about people looting iPhones, people breaking into the protesters and looters breaking into the Apple stores and stealing iPhones. They're actually being tracked, which I'm surprised no one realizes that they're being tracked. But I think when they're looting the Apple stores, I don't think they're even thinking about that. They're just looking, to steal and make a quick buck. If anybody's, how do I say this? If anybody's familiar with Apple, back in, I think, iOS 7, Apple released an activation lock on iPhones, which actually it existed before then, but it didn't get beefed up until iOS 7, meaning that if there's an iPhone that's reported stolen, then when it's factory reset, it prohibits you from being able to access the phone. So, for example, when you go into, let's go to Find My. So here's all my devices right here. So you got my iPad, my Apple Watch, my iPhone 11 Pro, and my AirPods. So if we go to, and let's back out of this a little bit. I don't want you guys to see exactly where I live. I live in the Kansas City metro area. So if you go look at my iPhone, for example, and I'll block this out in the video, you can see where it plays a sound, and if my iPhone was near me, I could test it, but it plays a sound when you locate your lost iPhone, right? So if you lose your iPhone, like in the couch or something, you can press this play sound button. There you go. Alright, and then it could give you directions to where your iPhone is if you need to locate it. Then you can have notifications on to notify you when it's found, which both of these devices are under my iCloud account, so I don't think I could turn notifications on. I honestly don't know how that works. And then you can mark as lost. And when you mark it as lost, it will lock up your iPhone. Let's go back, cancel. Now this last option right here is erase this device. So once you press that, what's going to happen is it's going to erase everything on the phone. It's going to factory reset it, but there's going to be an activation lock on it. Meaning that when the phone reboots, and when you when you turn it on and everything, when you try to go set up an iCloud account, it will actually present you with the last account that was signed in, which in this case would probably be Apple's, because it's an Apple store, it's Apple's devices. At that point, you can still track the phone. So when the phone is being tracked by Apple, in my mind, they would probably call law enforcement, have law enforcement track the phone, and you probably would be arrested. I mean, because these phones are $1,000, $1,100. They're not cheap. I mean, and you're stealing out of a major retail store. I think it's stupid that they're doing this, but all of this is in protest of George Floyd, who died in Minneapolis on May 25th. And all around the country, even some parts of the world, are protesting police brutality. That's not what his channel's about, but that's just a little insight of what all this is about. So Apple CEO Tim Cook sent a message to his employees as those protests escalated, saying that there is pain deeply etched into the soul of our nation and hearts of millions, which I understand. But to stand together, we must stand up for one another and recognize the fear, hurt, and outrage rightly provoked by the senseless killing of George Floyd and much longer history of racism. Which I understand that too. So, I mean, this is a short video, and as you can see in this picture right here, this is an Apple store, and these are people looting the Apple store. I'm gonna play this for y'all real quick. If it'll play, that's the alarm going off in the Apple store. They're stealing iPads, iPhones, Apple Watches. I mean, they're stealing any Apple device that's on display, and it's sad. But if you plan on going to an Apple store and stealing their products, know it's being traced. Whether it's an iPhone, an iPad, an Apple Watch, AirPods, a HomePod, Apple TV, all that stuff can be traced and be tracked. And you're probably gonna have cops come to knock on your door. Just like Aloha Android said, Tito from Aloha Android said, if you're buying a phone, fully inspect the phone. Because if you don't know if you're buying a stolen phone, a locked phone, which is most likely stolen. It could be a good phone. You don't know what the device is. Fully inspect it. And I'm saying this with experience because I remember, I think the second phone I ever bought was iPhone 5C. I wanted to take apart the phone and put the screen on another iPhone 5C, and I got it for a good deal. I think it was like $50 because this was when the iPhone 6S was new. I was living in Raleigh at the time, and Raleigh, downtown Raleigh, the part of Raleigh that this guy wanted to meet up at was a bad area. But I had trust and faith in the guy, and then I seen this guy, and he really didn't look presentable, and he just kind of put the phone in my hand and took the money out the other and ran off. Which I didn't think anything about it either. I was naive, I was young. But when I turned on the phone, it was iCloud locked, meaning the phone was being traced, and at that point, I didn't want anything to do with the phone. So, luckily, like I said, I was only using it for the screen. But if I was actually using the phone for the phone itself, I would be mad. So, just don't do this right here. You're gonna get tracked. Like he said, and like I'm saying, inspect the phone when you're gonna buy it. If it doesn't fit the criteria that you want, or if you feel sketchy about the device, don't buy it. Whether it's a very good deal on a Galaxy S20 Ultra or iPhone 11, or even some older phones like the iPhone XS or Galaxy S9 or Galaxy S10, it's a good deal. If it seems like it's too good to be true, don't buy it. But anyways, that's going to be it for this video. I hope you guys liked the video. I hope you guys like the content on my channel. I'm trying. This whole YouTube thing's still new to me, so just let me know on what I can improve, or improve. So not approve. Sorry. Like this video, subscribe to the channel, share the video. I'm gonna try to get my subscriber count up. Like I said, shout out to Tito from Aloha Android for giving me the idea. He also has a video similar to this on his channel. I'm gonna link his channel and his video, so you guys can go watch it. But that's gonna be all for this video. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.